Plaintiff Brian Denny says the defendant is his aunt, and she's been his favorite aunt ever since she saved him from drowning in a pool when he was just 4 years old. Brian claims one day while he was at work, his aunt allowed her friend, the co-defendant, to drive his car, and she wrecked it, so he's suing. Defendants Loretta Denny and her friend Bobby Zanders say on the day in question, Bobby asked Loretta to drive them to get some food, but she was too drunk to drive, so she told Bobby to take the car, which she had done in the past. And although she admits to wrecking the car, Bobby says it was not her fault.
Start with you.
Yes, well, my aunt, me and her are pretty close. It's like my favorite aunt. She,
Which one is your aunt?
Loretta.
Okay.
She, one time I was a little boy, I was like 4 years old, and I was at the swimming pool, and I thought I was Superman. So I jumped in the deep end and started drowning, and she jumped in and saved my life, you know.
All right.
So we've been close ever since then, you know.
This is the thanks you give her?
Yeah.
Amen to that one.
She saved your life.
Well, I mean,
You wouldn't even be here to sue if it wasn't for her. Want just a little bit of money after she didn't save your life.
okay.
Go ahead.
That's true.
How's it been since then?
It's been off and on. We have our bad, good and bad days. You know, my apartment had caught on fire like a couple years ago, and I had to end up moving in with her.
This time she saved you from being homeless. What else has she done for you to make you want to be so grateful today?
Well, I mean, she's been there for me. You know, she's my kind of my inspiration. She keeps me going. You know, kind of
Keeps you going in life. If it wasn't for her, you'd be nothing for the most part. You're saying.
She's been on my side. You know,
got a unique way of saying thank you. Suing her for $3,000. Give me some background on your relationship with your nephew.
Yes, I did save his life when he was a baby. We always have family functions together. We always been together. I still love him, but okay, let's get into this.
All right, let me allow him. Sir, why are you suing your aunt?
Well, on April 15th, 2013, I was at work, and I had left my keys to my car at the house, hanging up by the door. So I guess Miss Bobby came over and asked her, could she use my car?
That's defendant number 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She came over and asked her, could she use my car? So I guess my aunt apparently told her she was too drunk to drive.
That's not true. I didn't come over and ask to use the car.
All right, allow you all to give your side.
Okay.
You say what? And you keep saying apparently, so hopefully you're going to tell me how you came into this apparent information.
Well, my aunt told me.
There you go. Say
my aunt told me
then.
that she came over and asked to take her to the store.
Okay.
And then my aunt turned around and said, well, you can just use the car, I guess. Mm-hmm. And she handed her the keys. And apparently...
Without your permission.
Without my permission, without my consent. And I guess on the way back, Miss Bobby hit 2 trees.
You tell me what happened, ma'am.
Loretta was intoxicated, so she said, I ain't gonna drive, Bobby, you could drive, which I...
You went over to her?
Yeah, we next door neighbors. Me and
to
Loretta.
Do what?
Yes.
To go to the store?
Yeah, and she said, no, Bobby, I'm drunk. I ain't
smashed.
driving. Yeah, so she said, you can take, pretty much, you can take the keys and take yourself, which I've done it many times before. That Bible series was on, so I wanted some chicken nuggets and a Frosty, and I was gonna watch the series. I was off work like a mute, but I was off that day. So
was she gonna watch it with you?
No, she
needed to. That's the first part. That's what you should have come over there to do. When you saw she was drunk, you should have said, come on in here and watch the Bible series with me. That's what you need, Jesus.
Just messes. She talks too much when I just can't take it. No, that wouldn't.
No, I don't, Judge Mathis. I don't talk too much, but I do talk. But I was smashed that day, and I couldn't drink. I mean, I couldn't drive.
And I'm glad you did. Because you could drink, that's for sure.
I didn't want to drive drinking.
And I applaud you for that. I really do applaud you for not driving, knowing that you were intoxicated. So what happened?
So on my way back, I'm coming back. It's just 5 minutes around the corner. Coming back, a car. It's 2 lanes, and this lane is parked cars, and then there's a lane, there's another. This car was coming over to my lane, so I swerved, But when I swerved, I lost control of the car.
You've been watching too much TV.
Who?
You kind of sound like what happened in the Bible, the series, where Paul had the encounter suddenly and he was blacked out. Knocked off the horse.
No.
You think you Paul. Riding and he got knocked off the horse and blinded and came up as a Christian leader.
Well, I didn't come up as a Christian. I came up with a broken foot.
With a broken foot?
With a broken foot. And it was only one tree because my foot was on the gas pedal. And I thought I was stopping, I assumed. But, you know, after you lose control, and I ran into a tree. One tree. It didn't hurt the tree, but it broke my foot.
Did you submit a police report, or did the police?
When the police came and got me, they took me to the hospital, and I never heard nothing else about
Did they
it.
conclude
Because even after, excuse me, Your Honor, even after I wrecked, the cars behind me, everybody just kept going. It just so happened, a young boy, he was about 18 years old, he came out, he parked his car and was like, "Ma'am, are you all right?" Because I was locked in the seatbelt. He was like, "Ma'am, are you all right?" I said, "I need some help to get out of here," but I couldn't get out because my foot was jammed. When the car hit the tree, the dashboard just fell in on me. Airbag just buzzed my face all open and everything.
Ooh, you did have God on your side.
Yes, I did.
That's right. We know that your aunt shouldn't have given her the car without your permission. But the question is, if we want to share that liability, you have to tell me how she was negligent unless she knew she wasn't supposed to drive the car. Would she have known? How would she know she wasn't supposed to drive, particularly if the person who had custody told her to?
Yes, I did.
You told her what?
That she could use the car.
Oh, that she could. Right. And he didn't give you permission to.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you are liable because you loaned his car to someone else without his permission, and that was negligent. That was your breach of duty. You had a duty to maintain his car based on the expectations that you all had and the understanding that you all had. So therefore, you were negligent in allowing her to use it. And your negligence resulted in $3,095 worth of damage. Let me see what you have there. And she isn't. You sued both of them, which you could. It's called suing jointly and severally, meaning you sue one and or the other. You chose to sue both. And in this case, however, I'm concluding that she wasn't negligent. So I'm taking her out of the equation. So the sole responsibility and liability goes on to your aunt, Loretta Denny. $3,095 is dismissed against Bobby Sanders.
Thank
She
you.
did nothing wrong. Have a good day other than running to that tree. But it wasn't. No one has proven that she was negligent. Sounds like an accident.
It was an accident.
She wasn't negligent. Therefore, your aunt is solely responsible. You get it? Your judgment.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
I'm not clapping for him. Fathead.
Moonhead, I told you I wasn't responsible.
You was driving it.
No, I wasn't.
You
it was
driving the car?
It was
I
an
still love you, but
accident.
you're fathead.
It was an accident. If you had to have some insurance, you would have another car.
I did have insurance.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh, well, you owe me money for my foot.
No, I don't. You shouldn't
Yes,
be driving.
you
I didn't give you permission to drive.
Oh, my God.
I still love my aunt, and Miss Bobby's my friend. She's still gonna remain my friend, and everything's okay. And I want to give my aunt a hug.
I love you. Well, for me, you know, he just gonna keep making Google eyes at me, thinking he can get all of this. It ain't happening.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
okay, well,
don't look what.
all right now.
Right.
He's still
Don't
looking. He's still looking.